The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. You're listening to WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial, Big Dog Country. Butch Hubbard here with you, along with Bob Morgan. It was Football Friday, the 4th day of October. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Nips Car Wash, located on Highway 301 South in Jesup, just past McDonald's on the left-hand side. And also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, or Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
You get a chance to see the homecoming parade yesterday?
I did see the homecoming parade. Good crowd downtown. It was hot, too.
Hot.
Hot. I'm glad the band was able to wear short-sleeve shirts. I kept thinking if they were wearing band uniforms, they would have been dying. So it was a good parade. I enjoyed it. Good crowd. Got to see a lot of people. So always fun. Homecoming parade, homecoming night, big night tonight. Queen in their court going to be crowned, and they got the homecoming dance. So a lot going on at the high school. Exciting times.
All right, we've got a guest in the studio this morning. We also have another guest in the green room out there. So, Bob, let's go ahead and get started with our first guest this morning here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
We got Miss Shirley Armstrong in the studios, and I guess you're talking about your re-election campaign. Is that what you're here for?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're in this campaign. It's really the only contested city commissioner race in the city of Jesup.
The only one.
Only one. It's a repeat of last time.
Yes.
He was the incumbent. Ricky Reddish was incumbent last time. You ran against him, defeated him. So here we go, round two.
Round two.
It's like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Round two.
Round two. So how's the campaign going?
It's going pretty good. I have given out everything that I had, and I got some more stuff coming. I'm just waiting for it to come in, but it's going pretty good.
And I know you've been going door to door.
Yes. That's a job, going door to door. And
how's that going? You know, haven't had any doors slammed in your face, have you? People pretty nice?
I've had one. There was a guy working with me, and somebody slammed the door in his face, and they didn't want to talk to him or didn't want to have anything to do with it.
That's
unusual. Well, it's not too bad, just one.
No, and yesterday I ran into one, and I offered her one of my little business cards, and she walked by like she didn't see me. So I said, okay.
Why do people act like that?
I don't know. She could have taken it, tore it up, threw it in the trash or something, just to take it.
Treat people up the way that you want to be treated, you know?
That's true.
Well, tell us why when people go to vote in this election, they should vote for Shirley Armstrong. What do you feel like you've accomplished, and what would you like to get accomplished? Give us your thoughts.
When I came in dry. I didn't know anything. I have learned a lot since I've been there, and I think if they was going to vote for me, they can go back and look at my accomplishments and see what I have done in my last 4 years, and I wish they would continue to feel that way and go back to the polls and vote for me this time.
What did you learn? I mean, you come in green. You haven't been in the office before.
I was green.
Oh, yeah, because Bob and I have seen this so many times through the years. We get people who come on in politics and run for election for the first time. They've never been in politics before. They've never run, and they've never been an elected official before. And they get in, and after several months, it's a sudden reality that hits them.
Yes.
And we've seen it so many times. What did you find out that was kind of you didn't expect, and what did you learn?
What I didn't expect is that the constituents rely on you for every little thing that comes to you. And like I told them when I started, I was going to try and tell them the truth, and I was going to do my very best. And I have been doing that, I think. And I also told them if it come to a point where they ask me a question, I did not have an answer, just hold on. I'll get that answer for them and come back to them. And I think I've done that. But the main thing was working with the budget and the financials. I have learned a lot from that, because when I went in, I didn't have no idea of nothing. Mm-hmm. And some people kept telling me, you got to work with that budget. If you get in, it's the budget. It is. And
that's the number one thing for
number one thing is the budget. And I have learned a lot from that. We still asking questions on that and just going from day to day.
So, that's the only legal reason the Georgia General Assembly has to meet every year is the budget. Of course, they do a lot of other stuff.
Right, we do a lot of other stuff.
Bob?
Speaking of the budget, law was in the budget this past meeting about a request to bid things up. Most things were approved by unanimous vote, but the one issued, Bill Harvey wasn't happy with the price of the new water. Explain the new water meters and why you voted for them to go ahead and request a bid. How you think it'll save money? I mean, that was the statement from Anthony Crawford.
In the long run, I think it will save money. It's going to...
Explain what they're doing with the city water meters. Everybody, the way I understand, everybody's going to get their own water meter at their own residence.
Everybody's going to have their own water meters. If they have internet of any type, they can go online. They can see from day to day how much water they're using. If they feel like they've used too much water, they know to back off. That's where the increase is going to come from, is the water usage. And I really think we're coming up to speed with the other counties because we've been so laid back until now it's time to make a move.
Right. A lot was approved the other night to bid out new vehicles, police vehicles, carpet for the city hall. Do you feel the city's in good financial shape?
Yes.
Where would the meters be put? Where people,
the meters going to be replaced with your old meters.
Are they going to be outside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Going to be on the outside.
Okay.
And you can read your own meter from your computer.
Mm-hmm.
It can tell you if you have a leak in your house or a leak wherever the leak is at. It'll go off and let you know there's a leak.
Okay.
Then you can go back to the city and you don't have to debate with them about I had this leak or whatever, because they can see and tell there's been a leak there.
Okay, I know that in my truck I keep it on average mile per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
And because I got the regular speedometer to keep me on
mm-hmm.
what fast I need to be going, but I keep the electronic thing on my miles per gallon. And if I keep it on that, I end up driving, not taking off as fast and driving slower to try to keep that average miles per gallon up.
Mm-hmm.
Where if I don't, suddenly that thing starts dropping down because I'm not thinking about it. It's not visual there, right there where I see it all the time when I'm driving. And that might be a good thing for people who have the meters there where they can see how much water they're using. And it'd be great if power companies could do that too. People could say, "Oh my word, I used $10 worth of electricity today," or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But for the water meters, you can tell if you overwashed one day
mm-hmm.
and then gonna go back and wash one or two pieces the next day. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to do that. So when I wash, I try and get everything done at one time.
Okay.
If you just join us, Sterling Armstrong running for City Commissioner District 1. Another big issue with the city is the city and county back and forth on this animal control. Mm-hmm. City commissioners voted to send the letter, 30-day notice, first year, and the city's going to take care of animal control in the city limits of Jesup, but no longer in the county. Tell us your thoughts on that.
I think that's a good thing because you got dogs coming from everywhere. The only problem I'm worried with now is if they catch them and bring them to the city and just leave them, just drop them off. That's going to still cause us to have to work that much harder to try and keep the dogs in the pound.
Who do you think that will just pick up the dogs in the county and drop them off where?
Well,
who?
I don't know if it'll be the county people to pick them up and bring them to town and leave them or what, but the city is only going to be protecting the city.
So the county probably would have a plan, wouldn't they, if they're going to pick up dogs to take them to their own facility, right?
I hope they have, if they have a facility.
Okay.
They don't have to come up with a facility.
Yeah, they
have to come up with
That's the big debate. Like I said, this animal control, all these service agreements are being discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been able to attend any of those meetings?
I have not. We was going to attend one last Friday, but we was out of town to Valdosta to a GMA meeting, and we wasn't able to make it. But hopefully, the next meeting they have, we will be able to attend.
Well, if you go, it's getting really contentious, and the relationship between the city and the county is getting worse instead of better.
It is.
So where do you see, what's the problem, and where do you see that becoming better? Because as we said, if we're a small community and if everybody's not working together, nothing's getting done.
Nothing is getting
done. The
done.
city and county look like they're getting more contentious, more separation. There's no communication. There's nobody getting together at work. There's no meetings together. Like I said, the county discussed this back in June, so they're going to get a meeting together between the city and county to discuss animal control. That meeting never took place. Now the city's just saying, look, handle it yourself, or I'm going to handle the city limits of Jesup, the heck with the county. So where do we go from here? What's your opinion? Why isn't the city and the county government getting along?
I don't know. I really don't know, and that would be a good thing if the city and the county could get together. I think back, I believe it was my first city retreat that I did, and the county and the city was together, and we were sitting at the table, and we all agreed on some things, but when they walked out, It changed.
Everything changed.
Everything
Right.
changed. They just changed everything. They wasn't going to do this. They wasn't going to do that. We sitting there waiting for them to come back together to say.
Yeah, that's a $64,000 mystery. Like I said, unfortunately, both y'all went to Jekyll Island,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all were down there. Like I said, they had a kumbaya. Everything was hunky dory, and then all of a sudden, after the meeting, the county went their way, city
That's
went their
true.
way, and then all of a sudden, it all went the heck in a handbag.
Even before the meeting.
Why
Nobody
does that
knows.
happen?
That's the
Usually, we always say it's about the money. Is money involved with this or anything? Does one person, one entity think that they're paying in too much or not getting enough or having or whatever? Does money have to do anything with this, or is it more personalities?
I think it's more personalities.
Okay.
They want to be the head of everything, and I believe if they could just say we're going to merge, they will want to take over the city.
Okay.
That's what I think is really going on.
It's just not a good situation.
It's
but
not.
we'll
It's
see how
not. And
all
it would
plays
be
out.
a beautiful thing if the two of us could get together and work together.
You know, I talked to Ralph Hickox when he was in here. I still remember the event they had 3 years ago in Scriven. Everybody was there. I think you were there
Yeah.
at that. And everybody, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. Everybody's together. We're all on the same page. And we're going to have one every quarter. It's been 3 years. Haven't had one yet.
Hadn't had one yet.
Well, you know, it'll be interesting to see if the electric here in Wayne County and Jesup see this as a big issue coming up. You know, you got the city elections right now. Of course, y'all's are a different year.
Right, it's different.
And different, and you're the only contested race coming up in November. But the next county elections, it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be a big subject. If we still have this confrontation going on
Right.
between, you know, Jesup and Wayne County. You know, there might be people who say, you know, we need to work together with all entities, and because right now it's sad.
It is.
For
It's
Wayne
sad.
County
It's
to have
sad.
the biggest city in the county and the county not working together to solve problems, and personalities.
Personality. I
seem
think
to
that's
be
the
big
biggest
problem,
thing
right?
is the personalities,
Okay.
right.
Well, again, elections in November. I think early voting starts soon.
October
Again,
14th.
right. The deadline to qualify to register to vote is Monday. And
Monday.
Then a week after that, early voting gets underway. So if people start heading to the polls and in District 1, tell them again why they should vote for Shirley and Armstrong.
Being honest is number one. Number two, that you can go back and look and see that the things that I have done in my brochures that I've given out, all my accomplishments is in there. And just to trust me. And I'm going to do the best that I can. And like I said, if there come up a question and I don't have the answer for it, I will get you an answer. That's why we have Mr. Mike Deal on board, so that he can give us an answer and I can come back and tell you what was said.
Well, one thing you have done since you got on there, you organized a cleanup crew. You got a
I have
crew.
organized a cleanup crew.
Tell us a little bit about that and how much important that is for the city of Jesup.
It's very, very important. I have done 3 different cleanups. We've had one citywide cleanup, and it went very well. We had the schools, the Boy Scouts, the constituents from all 6 districts, and we did a beautiful job there for the cleanup. I've been having them over in District 1, and they'll go well. I've had people asking me now, when can we have another one? And I told them just as soon as this is over with, we'll go back and start doing more cleanups.
Okay, well, we wish you the best of luck. Again, as you mentioned, early voting gets underway October 14th. Again, a reminder, the deadline to register to vote is this coming Monday, October 7th. So if you need more information, call the registrar's office at 427-5950.
And one other thing, Bob, I'd like to remind everybody, on October the 10th, I'm having a meet to greet at the train depot. It's for anybody who wants to come.
And what time's that?
And it starts at 6 o'clock.
And what day is that on?
That's on a Thursday. That's next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Meet and
Next
greet
Thursday,
at
what
the
time?
train depot.
It's 6 o'clock.
Okey-doke.
Train Depot.
At the
Miss
Train
Shirley
Depot.
Armstrong, and you represent what district in Jesup?
District 1.
District 1. All
And
right.
everywhere else.
All right. Take care, and look
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing you again, okay?
Thank you.
All right. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. More guests in the here on the world famous Butch and Bob Show coming up in just a moment.
Rebel Fears, do you dare? Open every Saturday in October from 7 until 10 p.m. at 3307 Grantham Road in Jesup. Rebel Fears, a half-mile haunted trail walk including a haunted barn. Tickets online at rebelfears.com or at the gate. Just $10. $5, 13 and under. This year's theme, Twisted Wizard's Nightmare in Oz. We tell you the real story of what happened to Dorothy and all her friends. 50% off all tickets at the gate for peace officers, firefighters, correctional officers, and active duty military. A portion of the proceeds being donated to the 200 Club of the Coastal Empire. Be prepared to be scared. Our night creatures are just dying to eat or meet you. Web of Fears, Do You Dare? Open every Saturday in October at 3307 Grantham Road in Jesup.
WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. The time now is 8:18 here on this Friday morning, Football Friday, homecoming, 4th day of October. And Bob, more guests here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
We got the lady that knows everything that's going on tomorrow in Odom, Georgia. Cheyenne Mosley from Odom, Georgia. How you doing, Cheyenne?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're doing good.
Appreciate you coming in again. Just to remind everybody, tomorrow's the 44th annual event. Looking forward to wearing my T-shirt over there tomorrow that we got from you. I appreciate that. So, exciting day. Again, it all begins with the parade at 10, platform ceremonies at 11, full-day line of entertainment, a lot of food, a lot of vendors. What kind of vendors and food are we going to see?
This year we have about 60 vendors, with over half of them being new, so we're kind of excited about that. We'll have, the same Nangs, of course, with their egg rolls, but some of our new ones will be the Josh Bennett with hamburgers, hot dogs, and sausage dogs, the Business and Professional Women's Club with cakes and cookies, and we'll have, of course, the snowballs and the frozen drinks and lots
all
of
that. So you got 60 vendors this year, and you said with all kinds of arts and crafts and all kinds of stuff. Half of them are new this year, so folks are going to see some new merchandise out there.
Yes, there's some new merchandise, some new food, some new merchandise. A lot of informational booths will be out there too. So there's going to be a ton of stuff to do.
I can't wait to go by the Georgia DOT booth. Talk to those people. That'll be fun.
Yep, they're going to be coming to do surveys.
We need a traffic
and
light
stuff.
on Joey Ridge Drive. We're encouraging everybody to go by and see DOT tomorrow.
Yeah, we got
the survey.
We got a text message the other morning from someone about that light. A guy named Bart, and he was going on about a text message. We had a guest in this morning. I didn't have a chance to get into it with Bob about it, but this is something that the local officials and elected officials, statewide officials, and everybody else has been trying to get one out there to be on maybe an hour in the morning, hour in the afternoon, and then flash the rest of the day. I mean, Brunswick got one there for Jane Macon. Same highway, Highway 341.
The opportunity knocks tomorrow. Like I say, Georgia TOT is going to be at every festival in the district, and what they're doing is looking for information. They want you to fill out a survey, but they got an upcoming 2050 statewide transportation plan. But again, they're going to have a booth there, so you can go by there. I'm sure on that survey, you just write your comments, and your comment can be, please, DOT, we want a traffic light on J.
We even have the sheriff.
That'll work.
Yeah, we even have the sheriff, Sheriff Carter, when he comes in and says, that they only have 3 patrols that patrol the county at one time, and you've got to have them there in the morning for the traffic, and there again in the afternoon. And over in Brunswick, they got that light. And that's only one school, Jane Macon Middle School. Here, we've got 2 schools feeding through that one spot, Wayne County High School and Martha Puckett Middle School. And so you would think that would be a priority there, and then we wouldn't have to tie up our law enforcement there for about an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon. But I know that we've had state officials, elected officials, local officials try. We just can't seem to get it.
Cheyenne, run down the line.
Tell us what's happening in Odom tomorrow.
You got a full day line of entertainment, so let people know what the entertainment is going to be all day long.
Okay. Well, the parade will be at 10 a.m. and it'll go through Odom and come through by the depot and behind it. Then we'll have a free senior and children's cakewalk at 12 p.m. at the stage after platform ceremonies at 11. And then 12:45 will be Gina's Gyms, and then it'll go into Corky's Karate, the Ladies of the Line Dance Fever, Call to the Dance Floor, a performance by Shane's Crib, and then singing by Marty Pye. And then at 4 o'clock, we will be doing the Odom Homecoming gun raffle drawing.
What time do you say Corky is?
Corky's is at 1:15.
1:15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Yes.
of course, that night you have the dance, Second Chance Band.
Yes,
how
sir.
are tickets? How are tickets going for that?
We have close to 70 tickets already sold. So our reserve tables are filling up pretty fast. You can still get a reserve table today until about 5 o'clock.
And tell us about that again. Second Chance Band is playing tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at the Odom City Gym from 7 to 10 p.m. and doors open at 6:30.
And there'll be concessions there.
Yes, we're
And
going to.
how much are tickets?
Tickets are $10 in advance, and you get them today at Odom City Hall, or we'll have them at the Odom Homecoming booth tomorrow with our gun raffle. And but at the door they'll be $15, and you
Okay.
can only get reserved tables at Odom City Hall today until 5.
That's the reserve tables. General
Yes.
admission, you can get it tomorrow at the door, but the reserve
Right.
tables, you got to do it.
Got to
Now.
do that early, yes.
And Sunday's worship service that gets underway at 10 on Sunday. Is that correct?
It gets at 11.
At 11.
At 11 we'll have.
Who's-
And where's that?
The hosting church will be Odom United Methodist Church, where the speaker is Pastor Darrell Carter. It'll be at the Odom City Gym.
Okay.
So
All right.
Sounds good.
And tell us about the kids area this year. How will that work, and who do you all have coming in? And parents always want to know what's the price, that kind of good stuff.
okay, the kids zone will be open from 11 to 5, and we have Graceland Bounce coming back. We'll have hamster ball race. We'll have a rock wall, a 25-foot rock wall. We'll have a 3-course obstacle course, and a toddler bounce and a combo bounce. So we'll have something for all ages.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And that sounds good. How many years is this now?
44.
44th annual Odom Homecoming Day tomorrow in Odom, Georgia. Parade starts at 10. Platform ceremonies around 11. And then an entire day of arts and crafts and entertainment and food and fun and fellowship.
Yes, sir. It's gonna-
T-shirts are available tomorrow as well.
T-shirts will be available tomorrow from Barber and Company. They are going to be under the townhouse porch, so you can get them there. They will have the red, the gray, and the children's sizes.
And also the Wayne County Board of Tourism doing the Cash Adventure GPS. Tell us about that. Where's that line
Yes.
up at?
They are going to be doing it's a multi-cash treasure hunt adventure. They're going to have a booth set up right behind the townhouse, and you'll get your first clue there, and then you'll get your GPS coordinates for the next clue, and then you just go on a search for some more clues and some more prizes. And
Sounds good. Sounds like it's going to be a great day. Weather forecast looks good. So how did the reception for the Grand Marshal go Wednesday night?
it went really well. We had about 40 people there to support her and to congratulate her. Miss June Thomas and the Garden Club does a great job every year getting the churches together for their food, to bring the food and the cakes, and everything went very well.
Good deal. And of course, if you don't know, the parade Grand Marshal is Odom Elementary Teacher of the Year, Susan McCrary. Is that right?
Yes.
So she'll be in the parade tomorrow.
She will.
Who also going to be? How big is the parade going to be? Got the high school band, of course, and what else? What all can we expect in the parade?
As of yesterday evening, we had 63 entries for the parade. So it's going to be a good-sized parade this year, and we have everybody from, of course, the fire departments, the police departments, the Odom Elementary Queens, to Bargerons, Power Sports, all the classic cars that you can find. All of them will be out there this year. And, yep, we'll have a bunch of dancers and leaps and bounds, and there's a little bit of everything going on in the parade.
Should be a
this year.
great day. Always is. Like I said, the big town, or the little town with the big heart, Odom, Georgia. Always fun. They always grow out the red carpet, and people come from far and wide for this event. So
Yes,
people
sir.
love Odom Homecoming.
And we'll be there broadcasting live. I'll be there tomorrow morning, as I have been since 1992, from 9 to 11 o'clock, broadcasting tomorrow morning, updating on everybody on what's going on there in Odom. And then look forward to seeing everybody in Odom, Georgia tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Come on out.
All right, Cheyenne. I know you got to get back to Odom.
Yes.
Busy day.
I've got a lot of setting up to do to finish.
We'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
Let's make some memories at the fair. Enjoy 5 days of pure fun at the Jesup JC Fair, October 8th to the 12th with Paradise Amusements. Games, rides, contests, great food, entertainment, exhibits, and competitions, along with arts and crafts. The Zach Williams Blues Band performs Thursday night. Main Street Band plays Saturday night. Admission $10 per person and includes rides. Gates open at 6 p.m. each night. Come to the Jesup JC Fair October 8th to the 12th at JC Fairgrounds on Highway 84 in Jesup.
827, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Well, Bob, always one of the biggest events of the year for the high school. For the homecoming tonight, the parade yesterday, you got the homecoming tonight, a lot of activities, right?
Yep, homecoming parade. Like I said, we'll have the live announcement tonight. They'll announce the Queen in her court. Parade went well yesterday downtown, good crowd, so and a lot going on. Plus, we got the dance after the game. So, you hear Coach Cribb comments on the coaches show at 6:30, pregame at 7. Should be a good ball game tonight between Wayne County and Bradwell Institute. Looking forward to it.
Okay, Bradwell coming in. And so you heard a little bit of the Coach Cribb interview that you did. They seem to have a star athlete or two.
Yeah, a couple of Division I athletes, so should be fun.
Okay. All right, and that's going on. And, of course, the Braves took it on the chin last night. The bullpen let them down. They'll be back in action today. First pitch is at what time today?
4:37.
4:37.
On AM 1370.
Yeah, we'll have the game on our sister station, Fox Sports Radio, 1370 AM The Buzz, WLOP. So Braves baseball, AM 1370 The Buzz.
Yeah. And again, the funeral for James Boykin, again, that has been set. Everything's taking place at First Baptist Church. The visitation's tomorrow from 3 to 5, and the funeral is Sunday at 2 p.m. And just a great man. Touched my life in a lot of ways. Just a pillar of the community, good commissioner. So one of my favorites. You know, he did so much for the community, you know, as far as, you know, he's always willing to help. And
all the time.
One of my early remembrances of James Boykin was that when the Wayne County High School baseball team went to Columbus, Georgia to play in the semifinals in 1984. I've been here a couple of years, and they had a home run club meeting. It's always about money, as we say. You know, they were debating on, is the team going up Friday? Are they going to stay Friday? Are they going to stay Saturday? What are they going to do? What happens if it rains? And how are we going to pay for it? And I'll never forget, James Boykin pulled out an American Express card and slammed it on the table and says, I don't care what it costs. They're going up Friday, they're spending Friday. They're going up Saturday, they're spending Saturday. That's to stay Sunday, they're staying Sunday. So, and he was always willing to help. There's no telling how many times they took a crane to fix the lights or whatever. I mean, just a great man. And again, I remember him being on the county commissioner. It was always about saving taxpayers' money. He was always worried about the cost. So, just a great man. Going to be truly missed. But the funeral was set for this Sunday at 2 p.m. The visitation tomorrow, Saturday, 3 to 5 at First Baptist Church.
And the funeral on Sunday.
All right, 2 o'clock. So.
Yeah. And our
thoughts and prayers go with the family, right?
Yeah, because he was a great man.
Super guy.
All right, Bob, we just got a text in here apparently from an engineer for DOT. And we have been taken behind the woodshed and explained. Okay, you ready?
We would love for the DOT to come.
Okay. All right. Here we go. This apparently is from an engineer with DOT. I've always wanted to hear from them. We've heard from everybody else, but we haven't heard from them. Now we've heard from it. I'm going to read this text. Like I said, I assume this is from a DOT engineer.
Can't wait.
All right. It says the intersection does not meet warrants for a signal. This intersection doesn't meet warrants for a signal. If you put a signal everywhere the public wants a signal, it will take forever to get somewhere. There is a signal on the other end of Joy Williamson out here on Highway 84. Look at Hinesville with 3 schools on Highway 38. They flag traffic and don't complain, which is true. I've been there through Hinesville before when school's been getting out, and they've got police doing it in all 3 schools up and down Highway 84 there. All right, so let me get back to what he says there. He said there's a signal on the corner of Joy Williamson down here at 84. Look at Hinesville with 3 schools on State Road 38, which of course is Highway 84. They flag traffic and don't complain. Let the engineers do their job, not politics.
Well, the only thing I'll say to that is it's a 4-lane highway in Hinesville, and we've already had a death on Joy Williams Road. So it always takes people to die before they do something. So that's my response to that. It's something that needs to be done. People in Wayne County realize the need for it, and we've asked and asked and asked, and we continue to get no. But I disagree with what the engineer just said. So
okay, and we're not talking about the light being on all the time. It's an hour in the morning, hour in the afternoon, like we have over at Jay Macon.
All I know is we've had every politician from here to Timbuktu try to get one. Haven't been able to get one.
Well,
So,
mainly it's the sheriff.
Still
The
trying to
sheriff,
get
Sheriff Carter says that one needs to be there because he's having to tie up the officers that should be out there patrolling there, and then so from that standpoint. But it's like any other subject. You got different opinions. If apparently if the Department of Transportation really thought there should be one there would be one there because you've had everybody from the state senators to state representatives to the sheriff and everybody else ask for one. But it hasn't happened. We do have one down here, but the one here on Highway 84, it goes on and off all the time. Basically, what we're talking about, the one over there on Highway 341 is be on an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, and flash the rest of the day, like in front of James Macon Middle School over in Brunswick there in Sterling. But we got the other opinion here. We finally got the Department of Transportation's opinion. I know they're giving their opinion to the elected officials and to the sheriff, but we have not heard it here. We'd love to have somebody here from DOT to come in and say, here's the reason why, and, and everything, because, when you only hear one side of a subject, people start saying, well, why doesn't the other side want to talk? And we have that with county politics right now. So we do appreciate very much. Hopefully this was an engineer from DOT. I mean, the Southeastern Georgia office is headquartered right here in Jesup. And so hopefully, I'm glad that this engineer, text in and let us know the reasons why.
Yeah, we'll keep pushing.
He said he'll keep pushing.
We'll keep pushing.
Okay, and it says, somebody said, ask, this is somebody's responding back to the engineer. He says, ask Mr. Engineer, I like that, ask Mr. Engineer, why did Glenn County get it there at Sterling for James for James Macon Middle School? So ask Mr. Engineer, why did Glenn County get it? Politics.
Yeah, well, they're right. They say, oh hush. I'll just keep it just that. There'll be another on Saturday, folks. Go fill out the survey
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right,
That's Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday.
I know, but we want to see which Saturday it was.
Tomorrow. Voting day.
There's a lot of Saturdays in the year, Bob. Have a good broadcast tonight, and go Wayne County Yellow Jackets. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. The time now is 8:35. We appreciate you waking up and tuning in with a big dog here on this homecoming Friday morning.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.